Hey everybody, I'm Amy.
I'm Dan.
And we're the Hustle Couple coming at you today with what in the heck do we do if our sales are so freaking slow? That's the title.
That's a great question because a lot of people have been asking, so I've seen.
Poshmark is out of control with its algorithm situation. Poshmark's site has just been down. You can't even open it.
Oh, that's not good.
Vendoo was having a lot of problems. We use that software to cross-list. Not Vendoo's fault, but when a platform is down, you can't really cross-list or import from it. eBay has taken a nosedive. Seen many people have reached out to us about this. What do we do? So the first thing that we're going to tell you always is list more.
Right.
But if no one's seeing your listings, is listing more actually going to help you? Yes and no, right? We do a couple of things in these dire cases. We're not in a dire need right now, but I know a lot of you are. We are sending out 8 things today, not the highest dollar things.
Yeah.
And yesterday we made $62, which is a little bit dire. I'm not sure how much we'll make today, but right? So I'm going to show you how we delist and sell similar on eBay. This is a trend that's going around the reselling community right now. However, we use Vendoo, and that's a hub for all of our inventory. Mm-hmm. So if you're like me and you use Vendoo or maybe List Perfectly or something, if you delist and sell similar on eBay, it breaks the link. And so then you have to go, it's like this huge amount of work. So we figured out a hack, a little workaround.
Okay.
If you use some of these cross-listing platforms, so we will show you that today.
Sweet.
We will also show you, if you just use eBay, how to delist and sell similar in bulk, so how to do that very quickly, and the best way to do that, in our opinion. Okay. And also, I'll drop in on Poshmark and show you how to copy the listing feature there, because sometimes it's not about putting out more new listings as much as it's about refreshing your old listings.
Okay.
So that's something, because we only have a certain amount of time in the day, right? So if you do your 10 listings and you're still not selling anything, or your 20 listings, or whatever, it might be time to revisit some of your older listings and maybe get those back into the mix.
Great.
Stay tuned. Okay, hi.
Hey.
Here we are at the computer. We're going to show you first how to delist and sell similar and maybe make some bulk edits on your normal eBay screen. And then we're going to show you how to do it if you have something like Vendoo or List Perfectly or something that's aggregating all of your listings. Okay, and then we're going to go to Poshmark. So we go to My eBay, we go to Selling, and we go to Listings. And here's the search summary right here, the active listing summary that we want to be looking at. So where it says all statuses, I really want to look at the stalest listings in my closet or in my store. So I'm going to go to where it says ending today. And that's 68 listings. So every 30 days, eBay rolls over your listings. So 68 items of ours are at least 30 days old. They could be as much as 3 years old.
Yeah, I mean,
if they haven't sold. So we don't know exactly how old they are. We just know that they haven't sold in 30 days, which means in eBay's eyes, they're pretty stale, which is why eBay relists them. The eBay relisting method, the auto relist, is not a fresh listing. It keeps the same URL. Your listing has the same number. That's why it doesn't mess with Vendoo or anything like that. But if you end it yourself and sell similar, that means it gets a fresh listing. It gets a fresh URL and everything about it is new.
Okay.
And so there's this theory that helps, because the first 1 or 2 days that a listing is up and it's fresh and new, eBay pushes it out. So people are like, oh, your items get a lot more, impressions, views. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. So the way I want to show you the bulk editing listing tool, because I think it's pretty cool. So I'm going to go to ending today. I'm going to go to search, and that's going to give me my 68 items. There they are. Okay, so if I go to the actions tab, I click this little checkbox and it selects all 68 of them. You might have more or less ending today. Okay, so we can click on this button that says sell similar. Mm-hmm. There's also this action button that says end listings. I'm too nervous of a person to end my listings and then assume that I can sell similar off ended listings. I don't know why, I don't trust it. So I go to sell similar first. And this is going to take you to the bulk listing tool. It's really cool. There's a couple of things you can do here. This is going to duplicate your listings, and it's going to save them as drafts for you if you want to. And that's what I do. I duplicate all of my listings, I save them as drafts, and then I go through and select all the drafts and publish them at once.
Okay.
Or I go through and look at each draft and maybe make an edit, because sometimes the price is wrong or the title's not good. So that allows me the time to also spread out the drafts. So maybe listing 68 things at once isn't the healthiest for my store. I'm not sure. Nobody knows the algorithm. We all are just guessing. So maybe I do 5 an hour and just kind of just like have my store constantly active. Maybe I use that approach. But here's the bulk listing tool that allows you to copy all of these listings into draft form. So all you would do is select here, and then you would go either save for later or submit. So submit is going to make those listings active. So you will have duplicates. So you'll have to go back and say ending today again, and I can show you how to do that. And then you would say end all. So you would end the old ones, and then you have new ones. But what I recommend doing is doing this save for later so that these new listings are saved in drafts. I think it's better all around. It gives you the opportunity to go handpick the ones you want. And there's still there's still this bulk select tool. So you could go to your drafts and just bulk select all your drafts and post them. You could if you're running out of time. I also think this sell similar tool is also great for adjusting prices and this bulk feature, because sometimes you just need to go up or down in price $1 to refresh the listing without making a whole new listing. There's a bunch of strategies that can be used on this screen. If you didn't know this screen existed, that's what I'm hoping you get from this video, that there's this sell similar bulk edit situation. Okay? So if I go save for later, it's processing my 68 listings. It has not ended the ones on eBay. Okay, if I go to my drafts, remember that Tommy Bahama shirt? It was like orange or something is first. Let's see what it is. This one, Tommy Bahama men's. So if I go to my drafts, there it is. Tommy Bahama men's. I have a duplicate of this listing. So what I would do next if I were you, I'm not you though, because I'm about to do this on Vendoo. So this is bad if I break this link. Come on. Come on. So once I have those all stored away in my drafts and I know that it's safe and sound, then you can do your thing. Ending today. Now it's 67 for whatever reason. I don't know. Maybe something ended.
Maybe one just ended.
Yeah, maybe. And then you could do this thing where you go actions, and then you could end the listings. So you would end these, and the drafts are safe and sound. I'm sure there's people out there like, Amy, you're going about this a long way, but you know me, and I'm a nervous Nelly. So I need to make sure that I'm not losing my listings. Okay, so now what you're going to do, we're going to shift gears.
Okay.
Say you have Vendoo, and you're like, these listings with this URL is tied to Vendoo. So if I just delete this listing, Vendoo doesn't know where it went. And Vendoo doesn't know that it's deleted. It's like a fishing line, right? I've used this metaphor before. So the fishing pole is Vendoo, and it casts a line to your listing, and it hooks it on.
Right, which is why it's able to manipulate the listing.
Right.
Because
they talk to each other.
Right.
But if you snap the line without Vendoo's permission, Vendoo's like, where'd it go? I got nothing. But it doesn't know it has nothing. It still thinks it's connected. It's like, hey, and you've already snipped the line. So there's no way to make them talk to each other once you've deleted the URL, okay? So what I do is I have Vendoo open right here. I'm going to look. I know this takes a long time. It's 67 things. But I'm going to look for the Tommy Bahama Pixel Paradise. I might just type in Tommy Bahama Pixel. And I'm going to make this a habit. So then I go here. I go to eBay. And I look and make sure nothing's wrong. Picture's looking okay. I could edit the picture. Size medium should be at the front. I'm going to move it to the front. Size medium. Okay, everything's there. First class. Good. $28.95. It's obviously not selling, so I'm going to move it down to $24.95. And then I'm going to click delist on eBay. Yes. Vendoo's in control. It's delisting it for me. Okay? So now I'm going to go relist on eBay. And I'm going to do that same action all the way down this thing. And I'm going to do these listings every day. It doesn't take that long. I did 60 the other day in about, 40 minutes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And that was me editing them and making them better. And then I sold 3 things. From that listing, I sold 3 things.
Nice. Okay.
So you could do this with your whole store, but it's better to do it, I think, with the things that are about to end. Because those are the ones that eBay is pushing and they're not good. And if eBay has to relist them for you, it knows it's not good.
That makes sense.
Right? Yeah. So I do that through the whole thing. We can refresh this page and see that the Tommy Bahama listing is gone because Vendoo took it down. Look, it's gone.
Yep.
Now it's only 66. Tommy Bahama would have been in this top place, but Vendoo was like, yank. And now in my active listings, Tommy Bahama is my newest active listing.
Okay.
Do you want to, do you believe me? Let's do all statuses.
I do believe you.
All statuses. There's my new Tommy Bahama.
Perfect.
Okay, so there's 2 different ways. Hopefully that was helpful in ways that you can do this. I know that it seems like a lot of work going to Vendoo and cross multiplying and dividing all that. It's really not. You just have both tabs open and you just do.
Right.
Okay? Now for Poshmark. Oh, Poshmark. I gotta log in. Poshmark has a copy listing feature. Which also, if you're using Vendoo, you can't do this. I'm just showing people that are. Okay. So say this Dallas Mavericks NBA Build-A-Bear, say this thing's not been selling and we're like, hey, you know what? This thing, I need to refresh this. I don't have any more inventory to list. I just need to refresh this. Okay, so I go to, I'm looking at all my things here, and I scroll all the way down to the bottom after I clicked edit listing, and I go copy listing. Okay, so you go, yes, I want to copy this listing. Takes a minute. It's going to give you a new listing. Here you go. But it's going to say copy in the title. Look at this. Y'all, don't be messy. Take this out. Everybody knows you relisted it. Take that out, and then you go, make sure everything's right. If it's not selling, I have this price at 75. Good Lord, child. Let's put this down to 50. Let's try to get this thing out of here. I don't really look at the suggested price on Poshmark. It's always kind of like wacky.
Yeah.
Then I go next, and then I can list the item. Okay, but you got to go back and delete, right?
Right. I was just about to ask.
So I got to go back here, and I just do it right away. Do it right away. Edit listing, delete. That's what I do. Just so I don't mess up. But say you just chose like 5 a day to do this way. You could do it, right?
Sure.
So now if I have Vendoo, you're saying, Amy, you just cut the link for Vendoo. I did. So if you cut the link on accident, this is what you do. You just go to your listing that's new and you copy this up here, the URL. And then I'm going to go to Vendoo. I'm going to look up my Mavericks, Dallas. And so I'm going to go to Poshmark right here. And where it says listed, I'm going to mark as not listed because it's I deleted it.
You don't have to do that. You can actually just copy in the new URL.
You don't have to do that anymore?
Nope. You just scroll down.
I'm scrolling down.
Copy in the new URL and click out and it'll...
I have to click save though. Save.
Yeah, you just click save. Boom. That's all you do.
That's all you do. So that's another way.
And then if you want to check it, make sure you just click on view listing.
View listing.
It should take you right to it. Boom.
There it is. But my old listing isn't there anymore. I deleted it. I've relisted it using Poshmark. If you have Vendoo, you just delist, relist in Vendoo. And that's fine. You can do it on multiple platforms. In Vendoo, actually, you can bulk delist and relist things, which is really helpful as well. I'll show you that really quickly. So if we go to this multi-action, you can do multi-delist and relist. Now, if you're really good and you have all your specifics filled in Vendoo, it works great. If you don't, it doesn't work great. So I could select, these are my listings from yesterday. This one already sold. Okay, so I could select these and I could do the delist, relist, and you can try that on your own if you have Vendoo. If you don't have Vendoo, we have a link down below. This is not a Vendoo video, but it is really helpful. And we use it for a lot of things. And once you do this multi-action delist and relist and see how quick it is, I think you can do 10 or 20 things out of 10 things. I can't remember.
Yeah.
You can do a bunch of things at once, and it takes them down from, you can choose which platforms, eBay, Poshmark, whatever. And it's really nice to be able to handle that all in one fell swoop. The main thing I want you to take away from this, especially if you're an eBay seller, is this looking at what is ending today and really focusing on those listings. I think that is the biggest bang for your buck. That's what I think. For your time buck. And I think you can do this sitting in front of the TV, because you don't have to have stuff, you don't have the camera, you don't have to have nothing. You could just sit there and sell similar, right? And edit as you go. That's my biggest tip for when sales are really slow, besides listing. Listing every day has to happen. So even if that's one thing every day, or 2 things every day, or 5 things every day, the consistency factor on eBay puts you in favor with the algorithm more than anything else, in my opinion. Agreed?
Totally, yeah.
Okay, so...
Because you can look back, I mean, to the video we did last year, or even a year and a half ago, the one where we talk about increasing our eBay sales 250% by listing stuff every single day. And that's really what jump-started the whole thing.
So this is a secondary measure when all hope seems lost. Is to go in and delist and relist or copy listing on all the platforms that I've showed you. And it does take a little bit of time. Hopefully you can bookmark this video and come back and just do it step by step with me, because I feel like a lot of times when I watch tech tutorials, I'm like, whoa, what just happened? Hit pause, do the action, hit play. And I swear it will help you and you'll start to understand. Especially eBay's a little clunky. But I'm saying this from experience. I used to hate going into the guts of eBay. I'd be like, I don't know what I'm doing. So once you just force yourself to do it, try just 3 listings. Try 3 listings to end and sell similar. And if you're using Vendoo, try it the way I showed you and see if it works out for you. And then continue to do that as a daily task. Maybe 5, 10, 20 of those listings. I think it should help.
Yep, totally agreed.
Okay.
Wednesday's moment with the Mojo. This is the one constant in the video format. I gotta head off to the post office, but I'll see you in a few minutes. Say bye to your fans, Momo. Good boy.
Okay. We're back. So I spent 1 hour, I just did it on my cell phone. I timed myself to give myself enough time to like make a dent.
Right.
And I relisted and delisted on Vendoo. Here's some exciting news that happened. Dan was shipping, and I decided that I didn't have enough time to do all 66 of them, so I prioritized them by what has been selling for us. Mm-hmm. And what's been selling for us, surprisingly or not surprisingly, is sport coats. I think it's because of Easter coming up.
Could be. Everybody
Right?
needs something nice and new to wear.
And so I was prioritizing the spring sport coats, you know, the lighter colors, the lighter materials. So I ended up getting 40 listings done. Now, here's what I did also get done.
40?
40. I delisted, relisted on eBay, but I also cross-posted about half of those to Poshmark.
Nicely done.
Very quickly on Vendoo.
Yeah.
eBay's moving real slow today, and Vendoo, as a result, is moving really slow. I don't know why, but here's the exciting thing.
Ready?
I relisted and delisted a Brioni sport coat, a gold one that we had listed for a while. I mean, they're in $400 range, so it takes a while for them to sell.
Yeah.
It's sold.
Yep, got an offer for $350, about $350. Took it.
I was at my desk, and Dan's like, so I relisted it, and then like I was like 3 from it, you know, so it probably sold in maybe 3 or 5 minutes, however long it took me to get to the next couple. And he's like, hey, we just sold the Brioni. I'm like, I literally just relisted that. So somebody must have had like a saved search on it.
Maybe.
Also, I wasn't just, I'm trying to help you guys because it's tough. I wasn't just delisting and relisting. I was editing as I was going to. I was putting the size field further toward the front. So it would be like Brioni size 44 long. And then, because I used to put the size at the end, and that's no good. Put the size earlier for SEO. I was doing that kind of thing, updating. I was moving around pictures if the front photo wasn't as good as some of the other photos, just to try that. In fact, on the Brioni one I did, sometimes we do this like lapel picture, but I put the whole jacket. I don't know if that's what made it sell. And then another exciting thing. So I just did our numbers for today.
Oh, I don't even know about this yet.
We sold 9 things today, and we made $192 in profit.
Oh, so close.
So close to our goal of 200. But 2 of the sport coats that we sold, I relisted 3 days ago because they were about to expire.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
In the same batch.
Yeah.
Using the same strategy of prioritizing my time when relisting, because you might not have an hour to dedicate. You might only have 10 minutes. So look at what's selling, or look at people's what sold videos like ours, and prioritize maybe that way. Easter plush is selling for us. Anything with bunnies, chicks, that kind of thing is selling. And sport coats, really nice dresses, high heels, all the things you would need for Easter Sunday is selling right now. So if you do go to relist things, try and prioritize. Or if you're listing from your death pile, prioritize.
Yeah.
I think that's another hot tip.
Hot tip! That phrase, trademark Hustle Club Link.
He's trying. So that's all we have for you today. Hopefully these tips can help you when everything seems like there's crickets. Ask questions below. We're happy to answer them in the comments.
Yes.
And if it's rough your first time, just know it gets easier.
It does.
And you can do it.
You can. And if you need even more help, join us at the live listings tonight, 7:30 p.m.
Yes.
We'll see you there.
Bye.
Bye.